Hello. Welcome to the stream. I'm Talion Trevere here with Of the Devil episode 2, which just dropped earlier today. So, we're getting right into it. The cat is also here. She wants to join us for this too. Yeah, I don't really have any kind of preamble, so I guess let's just start the next case. There it is, episode 2. High roller mode. Of course we're doing high roller mode. Heck yeah. Yes, high roller. Yeah, I don't think we need tutorials. I forget what I did with this last time. I think because I'm not sure if there's going to be like new stuff. Let's enable tutorials for now, and if it turns out they're tutorialing things that we've already seen, then we can probably turn it off. First question's an easy one. Oh, who's this talking? The name tag is pink. I'm not sure who that is. Who's your senator? Also, I'm covering up the text a little bit. Let me move over to the side. Things. Who are these people? Piece of shit still trying to lie to our faces. Ooh. Mathings is our senator, man. What, still? Shit. Hey, wake up! The heck is this? What is going on here? Is this an interrogation? What is this? From the top, I guess. Ugh. What is your name? Ikari. Yeah. What year is it? 2086. What did he say last time? 2027? Maybe this stuff's finally working. Dog does know how to shake. You can go... What is happening? Again in the head. One thing I said. One thing I asked. Anywhere but the head. Not my fault he's got a punchable face. So we calibrated yet, or what? No. But we're as close as we're gonna get with equipment this old. You want to get to the real questions, or does he need more softening up? Oh boy, there's stuff going on. I just said I won't soften him up in the head. How about it? You still with us, hound? You're gonna feel a migraine hit you like a tram in a few seconds. Do me a favor and hold on to the pain. Let go and the barbitocene will drop you like an anchor. Don't want you a vegetable, right? Yeah, that's the spirit. Knew you were a fighter. Question 1. Do you know why you're here? Well, I sure don't. Because you were too spooked to do this over a line? I'm wondering if that is actually the continuation of this conversation, or if we just switched to Morgan perspective. I feel like we just switched conversations. What is happening here? I'm always the right amount of spooked, Red. Oh, new guy. When I tell you there's heat, I mean it. I know, and I always listen. See? Breathable layers! God damn it. You laughed. This doesn't mean I conceded the point. You're lighter. Hmm? You memorized the map. You kept it pretty vague, but yeah, I think... What is happening? I think I got the gist of it. You're that worried about a paper trail? Protective Analytics just won a state contract for a new trawling algorithm that can DN on an entire block's crumbs in less than an hour. Didn't you read the financial section today? Kitty is licking my hands very enthusiastically. What do you want? I was eating tortilla chips earlier, so I guess there's some salt on them. You want to lick the salt off my hands, kitty? You're so silly. Kitty yawn. Alright. I'm more of a Sudoku gal. We can't all be as well read as Reynard Daimani. I'm sending you the links. Read them. And the rest of the news, too. Proposition 492 is going to be in the ballot this year. You shouldn't vote on it blindly. For a man who makes the majority of his living operating outside the law, you sure take your civic duties seriously. Information brokering isn't illegal. What people choose to do with my advice. Can you declare the income on it for your on your taxes? Sorry. I promise to take a look at what you sent over. Alright, what's going on? Okay, terms. Okay, IoT we already saw. I think that was from the crumbs. Yep. The little Emma keychain is really getting me. It's so silly. Alright. What are our ballot propositions? Oh boy. I think 492 is the one he was talking about, right? Oof. This looks like it's a long one. We're gonna be here a while, huh? I don't know if I should read this aloud. I don't normally, but there is kind of a lot here. Okay, so this is the important bit, the reintroducing public schooling. Okay, 492 is the one that he was talking about. Atlas Pillar. Interesting. Oh, does this one also have sponsors? Not that these names really mean anything to me right now, but they probably will. How Industries, I'm pretty sure, was mentioned in the previous episodes. Okay. Of course. They don't want the poor people to have easy access. Yeah, I mean, I feel like, you know, a lack of structural reinforcement in the canopy is bad for everyone. Interesting. Well, what are the proposed names? Hmm. Let's redo it. Oh boy, there's a lot to remember on this one. I know I'm gonna be quizzed on it in a little bit. Acid snow. Okay. Yeah, how can you be this calm? A chance like this doesn't come around. Well, ever. Frankly, I'm still surprised they were willing to put up the funds it took to commission this thing. What do you think changed? Nothing ever changes in the lower wards. This is what I would say if I was feeling dramatic. Heartbreak made organized crime look like a bunch of cowards hiding under rocks. This is what I would say if I was feeling comedic. Don't joke about heartbreak before sending a woman off into the lower wards by herself. Is yours such a delicate flower in need of protection? Okay, what do we have about her? She's in her new outfit here. Criminal defense attorney continues to be amazing. I actually don't remember what it said here before, so I don't know if it got changed. Are those the, like, red spider lilies? Is that what she's talking about? Okay, wow. How about you start feeling analytic and give me your real answer? Fine. In my humble opinion, the Rust made the first move. Demand for their products has gone up, so they set to work with their syringes and cleavers and vans. The heck is the Rust? Local chop shops hunting for product to fill the supply gap. Supply gap? You can't spit without it landing on a Vitruvian clinic. How is the biggest it's ever been? What mods aren't being printed to demand? It's replacement parts, not the mods that the Rust harvest. Okay, yeah, we know what mods are, but what is the deal with this Rust? Vitruvian, Howe, and all the others aren't interested in helping you fix a faulty pump. They just want to sell you a whole new model. The Rust might not always be pretty to look at, but even law-abiding citizens will gladly swallow their distaste for a discount that steep. So I mean, obviously they sell replacement parts of some kind for, you know, maybe not the best quality, but cheap. Most moderns are veterans, not easy prey. Correct. Hence the Rust stockpiling weapons, and in response... the blue blood's sensing escalation. But that's just my hypothesis. If I ever get pulled into an alley and wake up missing a kidney, we'll call it a formal theory. Here we go, finally. Who is this Rust? Okay. Okay. Yeah, so that's the main thing, that they have black market mods. Yeah, assaulting people and ripping out their mods and then reselling them, I guess. Slightly horrific, but what else would you expect from a crime ring, I guess? Ooh. Well. Okay. It's not like we're talking about a weapon of mass destruction. What makes the Blues think they can win a gang war with it? Maybe they found the right soldier to wield it. The idea lingers in the air for a moment as I gaze out the window. Windows and neon and advertisements galore float up past us like bubbles of air as we make our descent. Down into our beautiful city's scenic lower wards.
How's this part go again?
Through me the way to the city of woe. Through me the way to eternal dole. Through me the way among the lost. Interesting. Huh.
Welcome to the underworld, Dante.
I've been playing a lot of Limbus Company recently. It's kind of funny. It's all Dante's Inferno all the time.
Sometimes hot, sometimes misty, sometimes choking with poison. Always dark.
Is that the official forecast?
More accurate than whatever's on your phone. Between the skyscrapers, the generators, turbines, and the canopy. Every city block's got its own climate down here.
9 circles of fresh hell.
You get the reference, say something. Don't make me feel crazy for 5 minutes so you can feel smart for 5 seconds.
The smog of the lower wards lingers on your skin long after you make the climb back up. This place clings to you. Unwanted, cloying attachment. But there's an honesty to all human interaction down here that makes it trivial for me to navigate. And it's got a nightlife rife with opportunities for someone of my particular interests.
Sorry I couldn't get you anything else to work with.
It was short notice.
I know better than to bet against you by now, Red. But still.
It's sweet of you to worry. But this is a surefire thing.
Spoken like a true addict.
What does he think she's doing down there? I mean, okay, the addict thing presumably was just talking about her gambling tendencies. I mean it. But also, what is she doing down here? I'm here for business, not pleasure. I don't plan on leaving anything to chance. Really now? It's a bold statement for her. Avoid the populated streets. Turn away from brightly lit spots. Follow the trail of graffiti and broken cameras, past food stands and steam vents, down the rabbit hole. It sounds more complicated than it actually is in practice. It's easy to end up on the wrong side of town, as long as you're trying to. Reinhardt's map narrowed the search a lot more than I expected, but I'll be on my own from here on out. It's got to be one of these 3 buildings. So let's go over what I know. Okay, finally. What are we looking for? What are we here for? I'm looking for a base of operations for a mid-tier kind of pod. One associated with this Rust operation? Possibly? Rougher than a storefront, not as fortified as a headquarters. A location that makes customers feel safe, not trapped. Of course, if I just start knocking on doors, they'll probably find me with weapons drawn. If I want to be smart about this, better use all my senses. Where is Sarah? Why is she out here by herself? I mean, I guess this is the sort of thing that she doesn't want Sarah to know about. So I guess these are kind of our 3 buildings that we're considering. The windows are all dark, like no one's home. They're all shut, too, so it could be that they're just tinted. Alley's clear. Fire escape's still there for the most part. Could pass for an alternate exit if need be. And that door looks sturdy enough to bounce a bullet off. Someone's been renovating. Okay, that looks promising. But this place looks like shit. Looks more like a haunt just dry enough for users to pass out in than anything else. It's plenty inconspicuous, but a dealer of the level I'm looking for would be considered a made man. Respectable. I doubt they'd be willing to have us step over trash constantly just to keep a low profile. Okay, so not that one. And then this one probably looks too fancy. A bit cleaner than the other buildings around here. Could be someone spending money on upkeep. Or maybe this one's just been torn down and rebuilt the least. There are a couple bodies lingering around outside it. We don't exactly have that organized criminal associate edge. But that doesn't necessarily mean anything. A lot of pods will pay civilians good money just to keep their eyes open. It's certainly dark. But there's a camera out front, and it's not broken. Overall, it's probably just some mechanic garage that shuts down the power to save money at night. Okay, so that first one, presumably. Let's check this first real quick. Organized criminal associate, aka Orca, which is presumably why they're also then called pods. Kale. Silly. Alright, cool. Okay, might as well pull the trigger. Dingy, but not a shithole. Some secure features, but the paint's not too shiny. Goldilocks takes it. This is my best bet. But why do I feel like I'm being watched? That does look like a person. Ooh, what is that? Who is that? Hey. Great acting. He's supposed to be the lookout. Red Hood. What'd you say? People come down here to be anonymous, or the closest thing to it in the modern day. It's considered poor etiquette to stare at anyone for more than a moment. It's a faux pas to make an extra effort to remember someone. Commenting on another's dress isn't a slap to the face, but it is odd. Go away? At least they can take direction. Whatever. A lookout being around just confirms that I've picked the right building. Time to try the door. What'll make them open up? Well, this is not very descriptive, so I'm not entirely sure. Money is presumably... Would it be offering them money or like slipping them money through a crack in the door or something? I don't know. I feel like they would... It could work, but they would consider that shady. What is the difference between call and knock? Do they have like an intercom kind of thing? I don't know. This is weird. How do you say hello to a criminal organization? I have no idea. Alright, let's save my high roller mode. I genuinely have no idea. Like, all three of these could go so poorly, depending on how Morgan pulls them off. I don't know. I guess call is probably the, like, official method. Money, like, money talks, for sure, but also that could... that could put them on guard. They're just like, who the hell is this? Why are they trying to give us money? I don't know. Well, let's just go for it, I guess. Do something. Hey! You open? Oh, so it was just yelling at them.
Maybe not for me.
Okay. Well, I guess money is the most different one. It's the most likely to get a different reaction. Whether that's good or bad remains to be seen. I have money! Actually, I have a dark card. What the heck was that?
Should have provoked a reaction. A grunt, footsteps, something. I place my hand against the door absent-mindedly, ready to move on to plan B, and I feel movement. Locks being checked, perhaps a doorknob palmed. Anxiety and curiosity pit against one another by an onlooking greed. How do you enter a closed room? First, you try pushing. When that doesn't work naturally, you... Forget it. I'll find some other...
She is good.
No need for master keys or any other trickery. If you know what you're doing, doors will open for you. Like magic.
Alright, who the heck are we gonna find in here?
The door's not the only thing that's been reinforced around here. This apartment building? Motel? Whatever it used to be, someone's made a lot of effort to file it down. Hallways blocked off with chicken wire and stripped furniture. Access panels ripped out, doors welded shut. They took a maze and ground it down into a one-way street. Or maybe a shooting gallery. With blaring musical accompaniment. Don't get any ideas. Got no vacancy.
Who the heck is this?
And here I thought I'd found my dream home, Mr. Call me Trey. And too bad. We're closed this month. Wait, you're serious? You rent these out? Of course we do. This is a business. Right, and you, see a lot of demand?
This is the lower wards, bitch.
He sighs the word without emphasis, like a subconscious honorific. I'm not honored, but I can't find it in myself to be offended either. Tons of stray ducks will pay top for a site to lay low a night or two. I can see why.
This is the hallway. The rooms are clean. I just can't get over this face. I don't know. It's so weird. Like, he doesn't have a nose. What? I'm guessing the eyes are like some kind of contacts or mods or something. But just the entire face is so strange. Look, the doors are heavy, the locks are all physical, and it's quiet.
So this is a safe house for rent.
Safe rooms for rent. Like I said, we're not open for business right now.
Curious.
Come on, up the stairs already. No mask when we get up there.
And curious-er. A good mask's like a good pair of boots in the lower wards. Keeps you clean, keeps you moving. Makes your journey a dozen times more comfortable. And if you leave the house barefoot, you can expect to bring back something unsavory attached to you. It's not odd for him to be barefaced, but demanding that I not wear mine is...
Seriously, stuff it in your pocket, now. I feel like refusing would be a really bad idea. What does deflect mean? I don't actually know what I want to get out of these people. Like, What am I trying to do here? Presumably I need their cooperation, so it'd probably be best for me to cooperate. I'm really curious about what deflect means, though. I should probably agree. Ugh. I'm gonna try it. Just gotta try it. See what it does. I forgot I was wearing it. Why so nervous, though? We're not. I mean, I ain't nervous. Nothing to worry about, then. Yeah, but you need to lose those gloves, too. Why? This is so weird. So that's their game. This isn't a power move. It's insurance. So basically, like... I guess in case she tries something funny, like... They probably have some kind of face recognition or something. I don't know. If this place ever gets busted, evidence of my visit will be all over the place. Yeah, exactly. They're giving their customers an extra incentive to make sure this shithole remains a hidden gem. A reasonable idea on their part, but it doesn't change my answer. Alright, well, I guess I have to. What's not happening? Bitch. Whatever. Have fun explaining to the boss why you can't follow basic instructions. It does sound fun. Watch it. You're a guest here. A guest? I'm a paying customer. And if you try to get me to remove any more articles of clothing, I'm leaving a scathing review. You haven't paid yet. Come on. Right behind you. Through here. Yeah, hey, I'll get the door. Who is this? Oh, is this the same pink name tag from the opening scene? Cool dragon tattoo. Ha. Interesting characters. Those are the same colors from the opening scene, so maybe. Howdy. Where the hell did you find her? Must have fallen out of the canopy ripe as shit fruit. If she didn't fall out of the damn sky, that'd mean Trey opened the door for her. Right, Trey? Thanks, come on, she... How hard is it to not open a goddamn door? Well, she has... Shut up. Oh my god, these guys... These character designs are something. The others aren't fazed by his volume. This is normal. The big guy's always like this. His outburst is giving me a moment to take in the scenic view. Brings a tear to the eye. You. Me? Who else? Hit that. A cigarette. It's laced with drugs. Or don't. I'd love an excuse to kick your ass back down those stairs. I think I'm a cop. I think I'm a cop, and cops can't use drugs when undercover. I could quote them the exact law that invalidates this legal defense, but I gather that wouldn't assuage their concerns. Well, what's it gonna be? Oh, I don't know. I feel like refusing, especially since I already refused to take my mask off and whatnot, continuing to refuse is gonna get me on their bad side real fast. And I am kind of outnumbered here. On the other hand, like, if anyone can talk her way out of a situation, it's probably Morgan. She could probably figure something out. I am very intrigued what would happen if I accept. Like, would Morgan actually take drugs? And if she does, how much would it fuck her up? Man, I don't know. I actually kind of want to accept, even though I feel like it would be a bad idea. But on the other hand, it might get them to be more open with me, and that's kind of what I need right now. I still don't know what I want from them, by the way. I don't know what Morgan is here for. She clearly needs something out of these guys. Oh, I want to try accepting so bad. But I feel like that could go very poorly. But refusing could also go very poorly. Well, it's always a gamble with this game, right? We accept the drugs. I don't know. Like, I think these guys kind of already hate me. Refusing is only gonna make things worse. Alright, I'm gonna try. This might be a terrible idea. This might be a really terrible idea. What's gonna happen if I do this? Hang on, I'm gonna save, just in case. Also, I noticed I had a profile here. Yeah, these guys. Okay. I don't know, somehow I have a hard time taking these guys seriously as criminals. Like, they just kind of seem like punks who are trying to act tough. I don't know. Alright, well I saved. Let's see what happens. Oh my god. This might go very badly. Don't mind if I do. I love free shit. Hey! Damn bitch, breathe! But you offered. Trey, who the hell is this red bitch? You trying to jinx us? What did she do? She's a customer. I know she's a customer. You get customers every other day of the goddamn year. Why'd you have to bring her in here tonight? Yeah, so some kind of operation is going down tonight. And that's presumably exactly why Morgan is here. There we go. This is it. I found the place. Well, Creek, she's got... Look at me. Don't talk to Creek, talk to me. He's got a dark card. Oh. I can't whistle. Sorry. I ran the cereal downstairs. Scanner got hot like a hand warmer trying to crunch it, so... It's legit, right? What is this? This is Of the Devil, episode 2. So if you haven't seen the previous parts of the game, you might be pretty lost. But it's a, like cyberpunk mystery game, sort of Ace Attorney-ish style, except more cyberpunky. And with gambling mechanics and toxic lesbians and all that good stuff. Yeah, so I'm just starting episode 2, which just got released today. I actually have no idea what we're doing here. We're infiltrating the hideout of some kind of gang. I love Ace Attorney. Ace Attorney is great. This is also great. You should check it out. Yeah, I have the whole playlist on my channel if you want to check it out. But yeah, this is starting episode 2. We're playing as Morgan, who's a defense attorney, and she is doing some really shady shit and trying to infiltrate this gang, presumably to get some kind of information out of them, but we don't actually know what. We were just kind of dropped into the middle of this action. I don't know what she's here for. Dark card, huh? I nod. Hard not to start playing a little more conservatively once you know the stakes. Whatever the specifics of their leadership structure, they're all looking at this creek right now. But I don't know his rhythm yet, so I can't exactly match it. For the moment, silence is golden.
Yeah, but tonight, Creek. With all the other shit we're expected to shovel.
Hey! Shouldn't make talk like that in front of the customer. Customer? You'd think the word was old toothpaste the way he spat it out. Translation, outsider.
Thanks. Yeah, Miller. I know. All the more reason we should tell this bitch to get slagged. Look, she's here now. So why not take her money? Know what? I got a better idea. Here, let's take a look at these guys' profiles real quick. They're like tradesman, entrepreneur.
He likes making friends. What a nice guy.
Huh. Interesting.
Oh, any pronouns. Cool. Actually, do we have pronouns on the rest of them? No, I don't think so. Littering, no incidents on record.
Look at that. Oh, that's an interesting name too. Heaven Smiles.
Such a nice person. No littering.
Uh-oh. Apply directly to the forehead.
The loud one, Tanks, is pressing a barrel directly into my forehead.
Why not take her for all she's got?
The metal feels cool on my skin. Reminds me of a stethoscope. Breathe in. And try not to sigh at the theatrics. Instead, I make eye contact with Creek.
Hey now. You can put that away.
He reholsters his firearm without so much as a click of the tongue. Mid-tiers, like I thought. They've got something approaching discipline. Mind the safety.
Get screwed.
So, we good?
We're good. We are good. Right, Creek? Threading a thin needle, lady. A lot of moving parts beneath the surface here. Give me a minute to clear my schedule for you. Make yourself at home in the meantime. Just don't hover, yeah?
Of course. You won't even notice I'm here.
Well, I'm going to be investigating everything. Hang on now, I think I'm out of water.
Let me go. Water real quick. And or tea. Alright, tea has been refilled. I am back.
Well, let's do some observing.
You doing inventory over here? Ouch. Must have caught you on the worst night of the quarter.
Quarter? This ain't a meg operation, lady. We take our inventory daily.
Torture?
You're gonna suggest we put it all down on a spreadsheet and get everyone to sign off every hour? You got a special name for anything with more than one signature on it. cricket case.
What is this? Combating racketeer influenced and corrupt criminal organizations act. Huh. Wait, what? Not really understanding how this works. It's too much legal speak for me. Hang on. This makes sense, but not really understanding these implications here. So is the point here this distinction between criminal organizations and corporations? So it means that corporations that do this stuff can no longer be labeled as criminal organizations. I see. Okay. Yeah. Well, understandable in this corporate hellscape world. Yeah, so when you have a criminal organization that also operates a business, you can have problems. I like how companies being deregistered and all of their assets being acquired by the state is seen as, like, worse than life in prison. Well, I guess it affects more people. Potentially. If you get, like, the entire company, you know, life in prison, that would maybe be a different question. Avoid quick charges easy 2086. Mag we've already seen. It's corrupting the CRICO acronym a lot, but his risk assessment isn't misguided. Paperwork brings down more criminal organizations than guns ever will. Give a half-decent accountant one thread to pull on, and they can rip apart the mafia in less than a business day. Dang. Hey, what'd Creek say? Don't hover. It's only hovering if I'm bothering you. Am I bothering you? If you are bothering me, you know it. Remark. I interrupt again. What's your poison? 5 card? Full blind? Monaco rules? She's just annoying the hell out of these criminals. Are
Are those games? We just screw around with whatever we've got to kill time, lady.
You know your stuff. You ever play around here?
Now and then. Hell, you have slumming for card games. Now and then.
Have I seen you at a game before? Maybe up by the 30s?
Sorry, must have been some other redhead.
Damn, thought I'd finally gotten my second chance at getting that beauty's contact. You practiced that one a lot? Practiced it a little. How's it working? Keep practicing. She's good. Pester. Oh, that's gonna end well.
Is that the only thing we have left? Well, I guess we'll find out. Yes, pester the angry man. What?
Nothing. You're just kind of glaring at me.
It's my job to glare at suspect bitches like
Thanks is just superstitious. But I wouldn't call it a superstition until it stops keeping you alive.
am not.
Did I pass a black cat on my way in or something? These are clothes. Again? Didn't know your fine establishment had a dress code.
Not a code. It's just bad goddamn luck to wear red.
I'd like to see Red Man.
Same thing.
Nah, you see the Red Hood, and then you fear for your life. Cosplaying her is weird, but it won't doom you. Who the heck is the Red Hood?
Great. They'll only doom us.
I don't think I've heard this particular ghost story, boys.
Really? You're blending in so well.
The Red Rider Hood, the Shinigami, Grim Reaper of the lower wards.
Spot her on a misty night, end up dead by morning light. Come on, preach. Don't start that shit when you don't even believe it. You don't have to believe it to have heard the rhyme.
You never heard of the Red Rider Hood? Little girl in the fog in a big red raincoat. Misted in the crossfire of a shootout between pigs and robbers, wanders the wards seeking revenge.
Okay, makes sense.
No, never. Not even Updowners knew this stuff. You're gonna tell me you've never heard of the Cyberpunk or the Little Lord next?
I have heard of the Cyberpunk. I don't think we've heard of the Little Lord.
Guess I don't have a good ear for this kind of thing.
Or maybe you're just not as smart as you think you are.
Isn't the grown man sweating because of a ghost story? How about I take extra care not to walk under any ladders for the rest of the night and we call it even? Walk under any... Where would you even find a... Oh, did you mean step ladder?
Oh. Now who's afraid? You look pale as spit.
Because for some reason I just got the horrible feeling that I lost a bet.
A classic. Alright, so clearly I did still miss something. Also, what is going on with my mouse? Why is it acting up? Alright. What are we missing? Can't talk to you. Keep track of that. Oh my gosh, what is up with my mouse? Why is it being so finicky all of a sudden? Oh.
You good, buddy? Looking a little sweaty.
Well, that's just because I was exercising before you showed up.
I don't even remember how he's doing this guy's voice.
Uh-huh.
Bitch, you don't believe me? How do you think we defend what's ours down here?
I assumed the gun I was acquainted with just now played a role.
Think we can afford to break the bank on bullets? It's easy to buy a gun. Pulling the triggers. These guys really are scrubs.
Also easy.
Like kissing it goodbye. I'll rat you out first chance it gets.
An aversion to firearms would explain the relatively low fatalities for gang-related violence. Big names can afford to buy a new gun every week, but for everyone beneath them it comes down to crowbars, clubs, knives, and mods. Well, I'm sure you all do very well in your fistfights.
This fight is juvie. Sounds like Reese's shit.
Sorry. Fisticuffs?
Laugh it up. The first time you hear the sound of a steel arm makes caving a skull in, you'll get exactly how we operate.
Right. Sorry. Alright, still missing something. Oh, door. That door is nearly as sturdy as the one out front, but a lot more slapped together.
Yeah, the baseball bat across it.
What was it originally? Like a walk-in freezer or something?
What? No,
We had an agreement about hovering, yeah? Yeah. It's barred from this side.
alright. Come here, pull up a chair. Let me ask you something before we get started. What was your first job?
Waitress.
Waitress. You remember this feeling? 9 p.m., diners filter out, doors close at 10. I'll start turning off the grills, taking out the trash, settling down. Then some mouth breather comes in at 9:40 with big blank eyes, expecting you to find him a table. Is he gonna say that's what Morgan's doing to them right now? Yeah. Yeah. Asshole behavior. Not breaking any rules. Can't arrest him, can't shoot the guy. Even if you wanted to. So, related note. You're here to buy. A paying customer. Happy to have you. Just read the room, okay?
Sure.
And no haggling. Now what are you here for?
Well, can't be honest about that.
Well, I want you to be honest with me. I want to know what the heck are you here for?
Time to build a story. This creek seems less high-strung than the others. He must have a few years and a couple of promotions under his belt. He might be on the 3rd floor at the moment, but in spirit, he's still on the street, earning. Everyone above him is in more managerial positions. He's in between crowds, isolated. And he seemed entertained by my poke at the big guy. Putting that all together, I'm not actually here for myself. Truth is, I can't hear anything over the damn screen. I grab the remote sitting on the edge of the desk and turn off the screen. That's better.
The hell you do that for?
It was too loud.
We like it loud. Screws with bugs and wires and cops. Are you a cop?
Keeping it at that volume could damage your ears. You'd end up yelling all the time.
Relax, Tanks. Cut her some slack. Just smoked enough of your shitty roll to... I was gonna say fall over, but you seem...
Sober? Me?
You got chrome lungs or something?
I've just always had a very high tolerance for that kind of thrill.
You can do a bunch of drugs and not even enjoy it. Shit, you must have been popular in school.
Not exactly. But clearly I'm not invincible. I'd never talk about myself if I wasn't at least a little stoned.
Really? I don't believe you. My bad. We usually pride ourselves on not giving a shit who our customers are. Also, I just realized, what was... No.
Never mind. I was gonna say something about their tattoos. But like, who has what? The one guy had a dragon. This is what, like a tiger or some kind of big cat. I don't know. I'm not sure what the significance of them is, if any. Maybe they're just whatever they thought looked cool.
Thanks for making me the exception. Now, like I was saying, I'm actually here for someone else. My boss, to tell you the truth.
Huh, that sucks. Does your regional manager want a made-to-order heart attack at his retirement party or something?
You're not that far off. His son's turning 18, and he wants a party. An organic party.
Hell's that supposed to mean?
Hell if I know. But a coworker let slip that I smoked a few times in college. So boss goes and hands me his dark card, slaps me on the rear, and sends me down here. Told me to get everything his son needs for the best graduation ever.
Dang. This, fictional boss really just telling his son to get all the best drugs. I mean, maybe not the best from this place. It seems kind of, you know, low tier as far as criminal drug dealers go.
That's rough. A pretty lady like yourself shouldn't be stuck running errands at this hour. Not in this part of the city. It's not safe. Speaking of which, Miller...
Stand up. Raise your hands.
I oblige, but the lanky one keeps staring at me oddly, looking me up and down. It's not complimentary. He's searching for something.
See, normally, I would never be this poor a host to such a nice customer, but... Bosses, right.
Yeah.
Mine have been real micromanaging lately. It's kind of becoming a problem. So, we're taking a little more care around new faces.
Tucked inside her jacket. Around the left pocket.
His eyes aren't modded. Did I give it away with my body language?
Is something you want to share with the class? Forgot I had that, maybe?
Yes, I have a knife on me. Should I have declared that on my papers?
I'm surprised she doesn't have her gun.
Would have been the polite thing to do, yeah.
Sorry for the poor manners. But a pretty lady like me, this part of town? Guess I was just being careful around new faces.
All right.
You're letting her keep it.
I got you here to protect us. Have to wonder, though. Why'd a high-power corporate mover-shaker come in person? Why come to us? Why not go across the skywalk over to the nearest Icaria-owned dispensary?
That was the name we heard at the start.
Cagey tonight, aren't we, boys? The hell are they so suspicious for?
Because they got some kind of big deal going down today.
And who are the Icaria? The name sounds vaguely familiar, but... Well, I can read between the lines. They're the competition. So if these blue bloods are being this cautious around a paying customer, I can shame them over it.
Okay, Cyberpunk we do know about. Blue blood might be new?
I mean, sure, everyone knows the Ikuria have taken the lion's share of the city.
The face change! He's like, what'd you say, bitch?
I just didn't realize they had a monopoly, too.
Hey, get it straight. Ikuria won't be on top anymore once we... Busted.
Never mind. Can we not do business?
No one said that. So what'll it be?
Well, I don't want any of these kids choking on their own foam.
Even if it'd be funny to watch.
I figured I'd just buy a bunch of downers and maybe a handful of uppers. But half of them get high off the atmosphere.
Downers, huh? We've got the new titration of lime. Lasts for hours.
Yeah, they can stir it into their watered-down beers. Wait, new titration? No one's gonna shit themselves, are they?
No. Not until the morning, at least.
Alright, well, I can live with that. What have you got on the other end?
We got plenty, as long as they don't mind hippos. What does that mean?
Hypodermics? I feel like these baby shark types would get nervous around needles. You got anything they can inhale?
Well, got a lot of nerve. Fast bump, high plateau, and a smooth ride down. I feel like we've heard of that last time. Our best seller.
It sounds great.
Unfortunately, it's in high demand, so...
I get that he's selling me drugs. Does he really have to sell me drugs? Hey, it's not my card anyway. Charge it.
Gladly.
Typing away at his tablet like this, he almost looks white collar.
Alright, let's take a look at this Nirvana stuff. Okay. Interesting. So that's why it's, like, hard to come by these days. It checks out, right? The cereal's legit, so... Yeah, man. You already said that. It's encrypted, Trey. It's not meant to be a one-tap purchase.
Dark card, the gold standard of untraceable fund transfer among the criminal and financial elite. Your average citizen wouldn't recognize it as anything special. It looks like any other credit or debit card. Only reason I recognized it is because they got flashed all the time back in my apprenticeship.
So where did she get this?
Mostly for drawing lines, but sometimes for purchasing. Hard to convert the funds back into cash, but if you want to buy or sell on the black market, you couldn't ask for better. So what the hell is going on? I'm handling some very enticing bait here. An venerable Mark spending money that's not her own. They should be salivating over me. Instead, they're practically x-raying me. Why?
Interesting decor. Oh yeah, nice sword. Finally, someone notices. It's nice, right? It's called cherry wood. Are they talking about the table? I was talking about the sword. We did the paint myself with a finish I had imported.
It is a nice piece of furniture, Creek. I was referring to your paperweight.
Oh, yeah, that. You like it? I mean, I want to say yes.
Sure. It has a certain rustic simplicity. But it's not exactly gleaming. Have you considered giving it a polish?
That'd be a crime.
Oh.
Polishing off the battle scars from a hard-won prize. Oh, where did you get it?
Prize. It's not yours.
Something I picked up on the job.
It's their prisoner. Yep.
A masculine voice, muffled, possibly gagged, and stifled, as if pained. Seems like I'm not our only guest tonight.
Really wish you'd left the music on, lady.
Sorry, can you say something?
I completely spaced out just now. You really think they're gonna buy that? I don't know.
Didn't hear a word you said.
How convenient.
Okay, that's okay. I didn't say anything.
Guess you aren't so stupid you can't even mind your own business. Okay, so they got that she was just playing along. Okay.
Speaking of my business, how are we looking?
The card's still processing.
Sorry about that.
I guess it takes time to snake a wire through enough pinholes that even the almighty state can't track it. Takes power too, apparently. Battery's plummeting.
Is this part of the plan? Like, what is happening with this card?
Ugh, a dark card. Almost more trouble than it's worth.
Definitely didn't do its previous owner any good. Or I palmed it off his corpse.
Of course.
Your boss must be a careful guy, delegating you to come down here with this.
Yeah, maybe. Not very smart, though. He has no idea what any of this shit costs.
Ah,
I treat myself after I finish here. It's not like he'd ever know the difference.
good on you, ripping off the bastard. A woman after my own heart. There it is. Now I just need 2 thumbs and a password for verification, and we're golden.
Uh-oh. I mean, if it needs the fingerprints of the actual owner, I mean, obviously she's gonna tell him that it's not her card, it's her boss's card. So at least she has a good cover story already. Yeah, is there a problem?
No, no problem. Sorry, it's just something I heard.
And what's that?
That the Blue Bloods had gotten something special in recently.
Can't trust everything you hear out there. Or read. Or see.
No, no, of course not. But is it true? A no mask?
Like the man said, you gotta be careful what stories you listen to.
Come on, what could it even cost? A couple thousand?
I wouldn't know. I'm no art appraiser. But I do know that it's rare. Fun fact, no means talent. But I don't think that translation does it justice. Less than a dozen people on the planet who can make them.
What's so special about it? I mean, them, if they exist. Which they, don't. These guys absolutely suck at this. If you want a mask, you've already got one on your chin, lady. State puts up cameras, we put on masks. States adds layered scans, we wear helmets. High-tech climbs higher, low-tech punches lower. Back and forth, up the escalators. But a no mask's got tech that can't be answered. So is it literally like a traditional mask, or is it code for something else? Scissors sharp enough to cut rock.
Anti-facial recognition, fractalized active defense. Any camera, scanner, or ad looks at that mask, they'll see a face. Within a face, within a face, within a face, until... fatal error. Forget hiding from cameras, searching for blind spots. With a no mask, you could just walk down the busiest street in the city.
So ads we already know about. I don't think we need to read that. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, so this is literally just the traditional mask. Okay. Okay. Cool.
And brick every camera in half a kilometer.
Wow. These cameras really suck. You know your stuff.
Buyer beware.
But if this mask could do half of what you think it could, anyone who got their hands on it wouldn't part with it easily.
So how much?
Huh. More than you can afford, that's for sure.
I don't know about that. I've got pretty nice stock options.
Maybe you do have the money. That's not the issue. I can't sell it. It's already been spoken for. End of discussion.
Well, sure, you can't sell something that's been spoken for. But things get misplaced all the time. Delivery carriers showing up at the wrong address. Missing packages ending up in the backs of storage facilities. Merchandise falling off the back of the proverbial truck.
You weren't sent here on some errand.
Shit.
What is it? Take a long look, boys, because you may never get another chance. You're breathing the same air as a genuine consultant. Oh.
He's some kind of mega spy. If I was, couldn't exactly come out and say now, could I?
Oh shit!
Is it really this easy?
Yeah, that's real smart talk. Now give me one reason I shouldn't paint your brains onto the wall.
Because I still haven't paid for my purchase.
You definitely got the nerves of a consultant. They teach you at some fancy uptown corpo school. Or was it something you were born with?
And something I was born with. Probably. But believe it or not, I'm glad we're having this conversation. Honesty always speeds up the negotiation. So in the spirit of cooperation, why don't you start being honest too?
Who's the guy in the back? How's that?
You don't want my money, traceable or otherwise. Only reason you'd entertain a customer while in the middle of whatever bottleneck you're keeping behind that door is because I have something rare that you desperately need.
Don't assume desperation. Or need.
How about want? You want the dark card account itself, not whatever shitcoin currency it holds.
And why is that?
To steal from your bosses.
You don't know what the hell you're talking about. They're the ones stealing from us.
Yes, I'm sure you have very legitimate grounds for a wage theft suit, but I don't care. Whether it's for running away, skimming off the top, or just as insurance, you want a wallet they don't have eyes on. And since your tall friend hasn't misted me yet, it seems like you're willing to barter for it. So, the card for the mask.
Not even close.
The card, plus 2/4 worth of my salary. That's nearly...
Nah, sister, you don't have the cash for this purchase. And it ain't the kind of thing you can get a loan from the bank for.
I don't like it, but... not cash, then. Might as well try it. What about information instead?
I'm not going to say it's impossible, but it would have to be one hell of a piece of intel.
I could give you heartbreak.
Ooh. Intriguing. What'd she say? Funny. That is funny. Heartbreak, the most famous anarcho-terrorist in the country, at some Meg's beck and call.
Upgraded to anarcho-terrorist now. Ugh. Lots of people were laughing very hard, having shorted the right stocks before each of his kills.
Wow. Hold up. Seriously?
No, why do people buy this conspiracy shit so easily?
This is so funny to watch. She just got them wrapped around her finger. I don't get the joke. Why would we want heartbreak?
To learn from him, make an example of him, hire him. You blue bloods have been fighting the Rust, the Ikaria, and the state, and everyone who wanted peace for decades. Yet Heartbreak's got more notoriety than all of you combined in only a few months. There's really nothing you'd want to say to him, nothing you'd want to ask him. If he was sitting right in front of you.
She's so good. The following scene contains... Uh-oh. What is this? Loud noises. Flashes of light. Well, I guess trigger warning for anyone watching this. I don't know what's about to happen. Depictions of violence and gore. Oh my gosh, what is gonna happen? Hell of a bluff, I'll give you that.
Thought it was worth a try. I'm sorry, just procrastinating having to go back to my superiors empty-handed.
Nah, it was good. Good effort. I mean, I'm still interested in the dark card, it's just... That mask is a death sentence. Crafted specifically for one very special customer. I'm just the one giving the honor of hanging on to it until...
Sounds like you've got your own office politics to worry about.
I'm getting pulled in every direction.
I know the feeling.
Well, that was a bunch of drama for nothing. With all those trigger warnings and everything. It's a fake out. You gonna buy or what, Creek?
Oh, I'm still buying. Not for some kids' party, obviously. Plan is, we're gonna spike the competition at this meet and greet, make the customer think they're drooling idiots. The mask was always a long shot. I was just personally curious.
Curiosity can get you into trouble down here at the bottom of the world.
Don't worry. I like to think I know a thing or two about discretion.
I can see that. Let's wrap this up then. Your password on your thumbs, please.
Sure. I'll just take off my gloves here. Oh, yeah. I make a snap with my right hand as my left extends towards the desk.
Oh, is that what the trigger warning is for? With a little thumbs up. Oh my god, what is happening? What is about to happen?
Real quick, before I forget, do you have a bag for all this?
Yeah, actually, got it. The hell?
Only needed to distract him for a second. Less than one heartbeat.
There it is.
I did tell him to mind the safety.
Oh.
The big one made a small noise as he looked down to see that his own gun had blown a fist-sized chunk out of his torso.
Holy shit.
He jumped up fast. I was expecting to blow his head off. From behind, in motion, a shape charging towards me. Spinning left, I draw my knife, exhale, and lower my shoulders. There. A loudly broadcast haymaker swinging in from his right. Bad instinct. He must have gotten used to those sparklers making people flinch. I step in, and his bicep smacks dully onto my shoulder. Then I place my knife directly into his carotid. He's gripping that knife with all the strength he has left. Wait, is he really going to try to pull it out?
That's such a terrible idea. Someone's been stabbed. What do? When applying first aid to a puncture wound, removing the foreign object is not recommended, as this can greatly increase the rate of blood loss. Oh boy.
Another bad instinct. Oxygen cut off to the brain. Already losing vision.
Red.
And dropped, with all the grace of a garbage bag hitting the bottom of the dumpster. So that just leaves. Hasn't moved a muscle. Newest member, weakest in pack. Personally, I wouldn't have given the new guy guard duty, but hindsight's 20/20. The gun's double-barreled. 2 shots. Spent. And Miller still has my knife in a literal death grip. I'll have to improvise for this last one.
Oh.
What the hell? Why not?
Oh shit.
Now, come to think of it, how do you use this thing?
She'll figure it out.
Aim for the bleachers, I guess.
Oh, fuck. There it is. Of the Devil, episode 2 is due. That was quite an opening. Dang.
Barely got 3 centimeters into his neck. Must have hit a vertebrae and stopped dead. Still got the job done after a few whacks, but... well, it was my first time with the sword. And I've never been very good at anything the first time. I've always needed lots of practice. Okay, the music should have deadened the sound of the gunfire. And that gun was heavily modified. If it somehow still has its tags, they can't possibly be functioning properly. So I've got a window of opportunity. First things first, gloves back on.
Ah, shit. Oh, that one's still alive.
Wow, someone's lively.
You.
Who the hell? What kind of mod keeping him alive? Cruelty under his circumstances. I could hear that slug tear his intestines apart. The pain alone should have knocked him out cold. Yet his fingers are limp, his eyes sharp. Paralyzed. There are rules, I thought. Well, it's pooling fast. You've got 4 minutes.
4 minutes. For what?
Everything.
You're no meg assassin. You're too talkative. Who sent you? Fox? Grey lady? All that bread should have been Rust's newest rabid dog. Caribou.
It's cute how you all give each other nicknames.
You're a civilian.
Where's the mask?
What? Go to hell.
You just looked right at the desk drawer. I thought you said you played poker. Need your keys.
A civilian thief?
Theft is victimless. It's robbery when violence is involved.
You were just out of your goddamn mind.
I'm the last person you'll ever talk to, Creek. Your choice. But do you really want to be rude?
You seem like you can take it.
The key clicks into the small safe, and I pull upon the door to reveal paperwork. Page after page of spreadsheets and diagrams and text, all printed in red. Is this important?
So considerate. Nah, just throw it anywhere.
Okay,
I was joking.
3 minutes now. The sarcasm will cost you time you don't have. There it is. A gleaming darkness at the back of the safe.
So that's it. You. All this. All of us. For that? Just for that?
I get asked that question a lot. Would you feel better if I had killed you for a different reason? If I had a good reason for blowing a hole in your stomach, would it have hurt any less? You've still got more than 2 minutes, and plenty of time. You could spin up whatever fairy tale you'd like to put you to bed. Uh-oh. Where does it put my mouse? I think my mouse might have died. I bring the mask to my face, and for a brief moment, the surface seems to writhe. And it's trying to adjust itself to me.
So yeah, clearly this isn't just a regular mask.
Suppose it makes sense. You wanting a mask so bad? If I was as hideous as you on the inside,
Oh wow, low blow.
I wouldn't want to go barefaced either. The nerve. Must be the worst kind of feeling. Being seen. Seen by someone who can't even hurt anymore.
I mean, she definitely can finish you off and make it hurt, but I respect the attitude.
Well, I see you. Heartbreak.
Oh, he got you!
Yeah. Big, bad, faceless. Heartbreak. I'm just a dumbass punk. Even I could make you out.
Don't flatter yourself. It's not that you're particularly perceptive. I just don't have anything to hide when a corpse is talking.
Most honest thing you've said. What gives? HPK. You're clearly not an idealist. Oh, the terrorism, rebellion theories. Out the window. You go around killing because your daddy smack you around. Your mommy not hug you enough.
My father never laid a hand on me.
I feel like he's not that far though.
My mother hugged me. A sufficient amount.
What does that mean, a sufficient amount?
So what the hell's your excuse?
I don't make excuses.
And what the hell's wrong with you?
Less than a minute now. You could spend that time making up a diagnosis, if you'd like. Or would you prefer I just come over there and squeeze?
How many?
Another question straight out of the greatest hits. How can I put this?
How many times have you eaten bread? You fucking... You think you're Dio, huh? Oh. God. Amazing.
Never! Got a gluten thing, bitch!
I mean, he probably has at some point, you know, before they figured out the gluten thing. But that's very funny. That's such a good comeback.
Whatever. Point is, I'm not a collector. This is not my hobby. I do not keep count. There is no code. I do what I want as often as I want to.
Do what thou wilt. Soul of the law. Is that it?
I don't know what you're referencing, but from where you're sitting, do I really look like the law-abiding type? I bring the mask back down to my face and feel it briefly writhe.
Forget it. At least I know you deserve what's coming.
So what the hell does that mask do? He was saying something about that mask being a death sentence. I don't know if that's a feature of the mask or if like there was some kind of plan involving the mask. This is all super shady and super interesting.
I've heard a lot of empty threats in people's last moments, Creek. They're never that memorable.
Told you that mask was a death sentence. It's spoken for.
So I guess is someone really scary after that mask who's gonna, like, hunt her down for it? I mean, maybe that's the point. Maybe she wants the mask as bait for whoever.
They called in a huntsman from overseas. Home turf. Huntsmen can become anyone, go anywhere, kill anything. Supposed to come over and slaughter the rust. That mask is part of his payment. I'll be looking for it.
Possession is 9/10 of the law.
The hell's that supposed to mean?
Finders, keepers.
Forget it. I don't need to scare you. Huntsman, hunter, too much meaning. Lost. Always thought better translation was pelts taker.
That's intimidating.
They'll find you, lay you alive, wear your skin, then go and murder everyone you've ever loved.
He laughs.
What a face. Should have taken you up on tipping out early. Anything beat dying, staring at a face like that.
So, a huntsman coming to get me.
I need a drink after all that.
Nah, the dead and the dying make for strong bluffers.
Really?
And I've seen more than a few of them try their hand at improv. Time to move. I need to scuff things up a bit more. Make this look more like an orca shootout than, well, a visit from me.
Alright, hang on. Let me... I think I actually... It's just that my my mouse is kind of not really working. I'm gonna switch back to Steam Deck, I think. Let's try controller. I thought I might have a battery near here, but nah. Okay, here we go.
Get it back. Weapons are inherently disposable. I can kill with anything. But I'd never bother to retrieve one from a dead man's grip. But I might have need for a knife again shortly. So I'll be taking this back, Miller. I had to pry. Why is it that the dead are always grasping? The sword was not worth the effort. Lesson learned. But now I have to remove it for this next part. His eyes. Can't tell the model from the outside, but I can make a strong, educated guess at the price range. If they back up any data, it can't be more often than once an hour. It'll be 10 o'clock soon. I'm gonna need something with some heft to it.
Skull. See no evil. Well.
Well, the bat's definitely spent, but his eyes are no longer a problem. And the sword is fine where it is. Not gonna tempt fate and risk nicking myself with it. That's all the burning issues addressed. Time to take care of the chores. I had to remove my gloves to convince them I could use the dark card. That means I handled all the murder weapons with my bare hands. Obviously, I'll need to wipe my prints off this gun and my knife. But I put my gloves on before opening Creek's safe and cracking Trey's skull. So what does that leave?
Ooh, remember everything Morgan handled? Better try. The police don't miss fingerprints. Be sure you've got everything. You're good to move on, right?
Focus. No mistakes.
Yeah, well, the remote I think she touched with gloves on.
This is the remote I used to distract the big guy.
Oh, but wait, she turned the screen back on at some point.
I need to wipe my prints off it, of course, but should I turn the music back off? No, it was playing when I first walked in. Best to preserve continuity. And besides, what was it he said? We like it loud, screws with bugs. He was right about that much. A little smoke screen never hurts. The dot card played its role as bait perfectly, even if it's the reason I'm having to go around wiping off prints. I'll never be able to pull funds off it, but I might be able to use it again if... It's stuck. Creek must have dropped it harder than I realized. Getting shot in the stomach doesn't help with handling delicate electronics. No way I'm gonna risk taking the whole reader with me. It could have any number of pings and strings leading them back to the manufacturer, or even the Blue Bloods themselves. No, I'll wipe the dot card off and then set the whole reader back on the desk. For all anyone knows, Crick's pod mugged it off some slummer, and we're trying in vain to get beer money off it. That cigarette was in my mouth.
That's a good point.
Prints can be removed with a swipe of a sleeve, but saliva's... No choice. I'll have to take it with me and dispose of it somewhere far away. Or smoke it down to nothing if I'm feeling masochistic. Tasted like microwaved sand sprinkled with aluminum and artificial sweetener. Cigarettes do scatter particulates. If forensics finds them but can't match them to a source... Well, so what? All they'll know is that there was a horrible spliff here at one point. And it would be pretty funny to see this drawn up as a quadruple homicide drug robbery with a payload of exactly one shitty blunt.
That is very funny.
Right, the keys I took off him to open the safe.
What is that keychain? Who is that? Is that character wearing a maid outfit?
The Blue Bloods are going to find out I took the mask eventually, but I see no reason to give them any hints. And on the off chance the police get here first, I'd rather they not investigate this as a robbery. All that's to say, you can have these back, Creek. The sword. I gripped the handle with both hands when I brought it down on his neck. Looking back, I dragged the tip across the floor, didn't I? Shit. Probably got Miller's blood on it. It's sloppy. And stupid. Why the hell did I... No, forget it. There's nothing I can do about it anyway. Fingerprints can be wiped, but there's no cleaning agent on Earth that can hide blood from a modern forensics team. And I'm not looking to do an encore performance of my reaction to those goddamn fickle bobbies. Alright, anything else? I feel like we swept pretty much the entire place, but we're clearly missing...
Oh, I guess there's an advance option. Actually, I'm trying to remember if that was there before or if that just came up. Like, is it possible to miss something here? I don't think so. I think the advance only came up when I got everything. But I'm gonna look around some more just in case. Just to make totally sure. And having to do this with the controller is definitely more annoying than with a mouse. But, oh well. I think we're done here. I think we're good. Okay, I think we're okay to advance. You know what? I'm gonna... Where's... phone? I'm gonna give that a save just in case. Although, to be honest, I'm probably going to be ending the episode in not too long anyway and saving then. How do I advance? I can't exactly spend all night on this. Am I good here? Alright, I have to do one last sweep just in case. What else is there? I'm pretty confident I got everything, but I don't want the police catching me. I think the game is not gonna let you mess up here. I think it's a fake out, but I still need something. Oh no, it was just this effect. Down here. What is that? Some kind of pipe. I got that. I got... What about the papers? They were the red papers that I took out. Did I already do those? Well, I think she had actually put her gloves on by the time she handled those. So it wouldn't be an issue with fingerprints. And if she had left her fingerprints on those, that would have been hard to get rid of. Okay, I think we're good. Alright, let's call it. Yeah, okay. This feels like the scene's been set. Okay, I think... Yeah, I got a lot of credit for that. I think it's because I did everything correctly. It's a strange sensation, erasing your own presence. Sense of supremely private accomplishment. Like placing the last piece into a milk-white jigsaw puzzle, and then throwing it in the trash. It's not unpleasant, but I can't linger here any longer to savor it. Alright, can we figure out what the deal is with the person in the back room? Time to draw this to a close. Now the question is, are we gonna help them, or are we gonna, like, also kill them, or leave them tied up in there, or whatever. Thank God for the mask. I can still tell it smells god-awful in here, but it's bearable. Rehydrated sweat and vomit, scents full of adrenaline and sickly heat. Unfiltered, I'd be at risk of getting sick, if it weren't for all the blood. Right. Well, what to do with you? Blindfolded, gagged, hands bound above him with plastic ties and linen wrappings, beaten bloody and drugged. These syringes. I wanted him to stay conscious. Not very popular, are you? Still, you're not dead. And with these kinds of injuries, you won't die soon. Not without a push. That might be the most charitable thing to do under these circumstances. You must have wished for death at least once during all this torture. What are you gonna do? Too bad. What will you do, Morgan? The bat that barred this door is now in splinters. Anyone walking in after me won't realize that this room was locked from the outside. Is she gonna frame this guy for the murder or something? This captive had somehow gotten his hands on a blade. There'd be nothing stopping him from stepping out of here and butchering his captors. The Blue Blood will want someone to blame for the deaths of 4 of their men.
And unlike the police, they won't bother arresting an innocent man and putting him up on trial for the world to see. They'll wrap things up for me.
Whoa.
Hold that for me. As for the gun... What's with the... All I did was tuck the gun into your waistband, pal. Oh. Okay, I can see how that would be distressing under the circumstances.
Yeah, no shit. But I don't see how she's gonna make this work. Like, she would have to untie him to make it believable that he did any of this. But then, like... how is she gonna set him free, but also make sure he doesn't, like, run away? I don't know.
Well, you can relax about that. It's not loaded. A few minutes from now, you're gonna wish it was. Out again already. Rest up while you can. When you wake up, you'll want to start running.
3:35 p.m., August 14th, 2086. I feel like we should probably end things here, because that seems like the end of the scene. I feel like we're about to fast forward to the aftermath of this. And I think that would be a good place to cut the stream. So, I think I'm just going to save here. Where's my save? Well, that was quite the opening. Dang. Shit got real very fast. It's very, yeah. It was cool to see Morgan, like, in her element, manipulating people. And also, you know, the violence. Yeah, I'm really interested to see where this goes. And especially what's going to happen with that prisoner. Because I think clearly we haven't seen the last of that guy. He's not just gonna, like, get killed off by the rival gang or whatever. Or rather, not by the rival gang, by the other Blue Bloods. Like, is he gonna end up being a defendant in a trial or something? That would be interesting to see if this goes to trial and Morgan has to get the suspicion off of herself. I don't know if this game is gonna go in that direction. It might very well, but that would definitely be fun. It would be really funny if she had to defend the guy that she also framed. That would be quite the twist. Yeah, cool. I'm really looking forward to seeing where this goes. It's already off to a crazy start. So, yeah, I'll see you guys next time. So I will be streaming on Thursday, which is Christmas. So I don't know if anyone's going to be able to, well, yeah, if you can make it to Christmas stream, please do join me. Yeah, I'll see you then. Things will, I was going to say things are about to get interesting, but things have already gotten interesting. So yeah, I can't wait to see what happens next. All right, I hope you guys are enjoying this game too, and I hope I'll see you guys next time. Have a good rest of your day. Goodbye.